Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Good to see you all on this Friday afternoon. Hope everyone's doing well. Making that money and stealing company time as you watch this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button an odd number of times. And we'll have a Patreon-only live stream tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, so grab a cup of coffee. We're going to be sharing some tea I can't share with the public. Keep it on the Patreon. It's a secret. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. It'll be all over there, behind-the-scenes info. And let's get right into this story. So we've got The Bachelor of 2022. That's right. It's almost 2022. Can you believe it? Michelle Young's season starts airing in a couple weeks. And then somebody from Michelle's season is the next Bachelor. It hasn't been announced yet because it's going to be a spoiler. But like I say, if the mayor of Eureka, Missouri, not only tweeted it, but also put a banner across the town hall and their local Fox News channel covered it, then is it really a spoiler? So I'll read the poll from Reddit to say whether or not we should just announce this as a non-spoiler. But in the meantime, I blurred out his mug right there. There he is. And I'll share some paparazzi images from night one, which was just a couple nights ago, and we'll get into some more content. But first, I've got this crazy... So I've got my new Facebook group, right? It's called Dave Neal's Community. And there's a funny thread. I just wanted to shout it out because I made a video specifically for this comment thread on Facebook. So if you want to go watch this, there's someone called out Chris Conran for being in a photo for a multi-level marketing company. Now, that's some are considered pyramid schemes, some are considered ethical. Every single one's different. But there was a thread going down where people started yapping at each other, and I actually responded to this thread with my own video right here. Because, so if you want to go watch this, I just made this video. It's just for this Facebook comment thread. You're going to have to go find it. Essentially just to say, be kind. I know Facebook, people like to just yell at strangers, but why don't you go on a walk? Why don't you go do Tai Bo or whatever the hell you need to do to get that energy out? But not on my group, so that's where it is. Go check that out, Dave Neal's community on Facebook. So let's get right into it. Here it is, the spoiler. But you know what? Actually, look, here's the Reddit thread. Should the next Bachelor lead be treated as a spoiler? The reveal of the next lead has been circling around multiple news outlets and is getting harder and harder to keep under wraps. We wanted to take a poll to see how people feel about it being kept a spoiler until ABC confirms it or open for discussion. So 3.5 thousand people say it should not be treated as a spoiler. 1.2 thousand say it should be. So, 2/3 of people say it's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. That's not exactly that high of a percentage, so I'm going to still consider it a spoiler. And to be quite honest, when I have a spoiler in my title and I blur it out, more people click on it anyway. But I have had people say, Dave, are you a spoiler account now? Am I going to have to unsubscribe from you? And it's like, calm down, Cheryl. Calm down, okay? It's not a spoiler. We all know who it is. So let's just look at these photos here, and we'll get out of here. I'm going to make this video about 10 to 12 minutes, mainly because I'm cooking bacon right now, and I don't want to burn it. So I got the bacon in, and here we are. The Bachelor, Clayton Eckhart, prepares to meet his bevy of 30 beauties as cast is pictured filming at Bachelor Mansion for the first time in over a year. Bachelor whatever did a good job of compiling these images, by the way. They're really good Instagram account, Bachelor whatever. I'm pretty sure this is Rachel R. So we've got these beautiful images from night one. And of course, the people that with the backs to the camera are their handlers, production assistants, producers, things like that. It takes a tribe. So there she is. A couple other beautiful ladies there getting ready to meet Clayton. Of course, they're not going to have any idea who he is, because he hasn't even been on the show yet. So he's kind of an unknown, which is nice. They get to meet on like equal playing field. It's always weird when like they see the guy as some sort of Greek god, you know what I mean? Gearing up, according to Reality Steve, the women are set to move into Bachelor Mansion on Thursday, which was yesterday. So they moved in. God knows when they move in how many power cord extensions they're going to need for their hair supplies. Have you ever seen a ladies' bathroom? Oh my God, it's a death trap in there. You got one outlet, you got 15 things, hair straighteners, doodads, blowers. You can't even use a microwave without blowing out an outlet. And the Bachelor Mansion's like over 100 years old. So if any of the ladies want to send me a photo, please. It probably just looks like Anyway, dazzling. One of the contestants was seen dazzling in a gold sequin dress while being led to a waiting limo by a production staff member. All right, so they must have like a tent where they get ready and then they get ushered into the main house because, we see this beautiful mansion, as a very simple thing there. But of course, it's like there's tons of production and crew and lighting and grips and photographer. There's a lot going on there that we don't get to see. An additional contestant had hopes of making a memorable first impression as she donned a sexy doctor's outfit with a stethoscope around her neck. Crew members were seen carrying champagne and wine into the waiting limos to help the ladies take the edge off as they prepare for a very important introduction. All right, crew members, boozing them up. We got it. Can someone help me figure out who these are? So they did, so let's see. That's Sarah Hamrick on the left with a nice like gold shimmery sort of gown. Lindsay W. right there. All right. Sarah, in front of Sarah is Serene. That's Serene right there. Serene R. And I think that's all we have from Bachelor whatever. Oh, and here's an update. I'll make a separate video about this, but excuse me, Noah and Abigail spotted at coffee today. We'll have a separate video. If you're not following the Claire and Dale and Abigail tryst love triangle, you're going to need to go watch those videos. So, excuse me. Another filming update from Reality Steve. Totally screwed up my dates. What I originally reported was correct. Limo arrivals are tonight. This was a few days ago at the mansion for Clayton's season. And Sally definitely won't be there first night. She's already home. Sally, of course, was the one who we noticed was supposed to get married last Sunday. So 5 days ago, Sally was supposed to get married to a neurosurgeon, if I have that right, named Buckholtz. Avery Buckholtz is his name. That sounds like a nice rich name. Hello, I'm Avery Buckholtz. Ready to neurosurgeon you? So what the hell went down? Her bachelorette party was a month ago, and then Avery Buckholtz allegedly tweeted back to Reality Steve, which was then deleted, saying she's not single, she's with me, blah, blah, blah. And then her Facebook page said single, so it's like, what's the story? Now if you search her on Facebook, her page is gone. So we don't know what the hell happened. But here, Reality Steve has the info. I was off a day. Filming began last night. We won't have to worry about this storyline this season. Sally either eliminated herself or didn't get a rose night one. She's already home. And here's the initial tweet right here. Hearing a ton of stuff already about these women, but this had me floored. This would have been one of the most interesting storylines ever if this played out. Sally Carson was engaged and having her bachelorette party a month ago. There's a photo on the left on her bachelorette party. She was set to be married tomorrow, which is this past Sunday, but a wedding was called off a couple weeks ago. Now she's on The Bachelor. And of course, we see the event date, September 26th or whatever, 2021. So there she is, set to get married. Is she back with Avery Buckholtz? This is the biggest story of somebody who never actually made it on the show. Someone said, hey, maybe the crew producers found your spoiler about Sally being engaged and that her bachelorette party was literally within the last month and decided to nip it in the bud and get rid of her themselves. It's possible. I mean, they clearly didn't do a good enough background check. I have a hard time. I mean, you could just do a couple simple Google checks. I have a hard time believing the producers didn't know. As it was reported, she broke off her wedding in large part because Avery Buckholtz was technically still married to his previous wife. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't tell her. She probably went to go file for the marriage certificate. I don't know how it works. And then found out, actually, he's already taken. She knew he was previously married, but logistics got the best of them. So she breaks off the wedding. And then 2 days later is contacted by producers, whether it's because she was nominated from a friend or whatever the case may be, to go on The Bachelor show. And then she's steamrolled 2 weeks later onto the series. And these weren't rumors. She was on the Bachelor Facebook page. That's like a verified thing. So she was announced as one of the 33. Megan says, is it possible that she didn't want to subject herself to all this scrutiny from people who know absolutely nothing about her? Especially after she had been through such a heartbreaking experience. Hope you guys feel good about yourselves. Well, I personally feel great about myself. I'm just curious. Curiosity killed the kitten, or killed the cat. Either way, we'll probably never know what went down. We'll see if their wedding gets re-registered at Crate and Barrel. We'll have to see how it all goes down. Let me know what you guys think. We've got so much content out there. Oh my gosh, so much to talk about. I got shows in Ventura tonight and tomorrow night. So if you're in Ventura County and you want to come, I'm just hosting. So I'll be doing 10 or 15 minutes up front. on top of the show and then bring up all the other funny comics. But let me know what you guys think. Here are the initial images. Just wanted to give you guys a chance to check those out. If you're interested in this, I'll tell you what, from the last couple weeks, just on an algorithm side, from my videos, not many people are interested in the next season of The Bachelor. As I expect, once they get to know Clayton and his storyline and build empathy, they will be interested. There are no real reports as to how far he goes on Michelle Young's season, but he must go relatively far for the producers to decide they liked him so much. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram @DNeals, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning for the next Patreon live stream, patreon.com/Dave Neal. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Bye now.